Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends New Mutants DANI MOONSTAR figure, which came out a little bit ago, but I just kind of forgot to get, and I finally got it, and so I'm going to review it. This is one where it's of a character I don't really care about at all, but I've always liked the character design, even though it's fairly simple. There's something about it, I don't know what it is, but I like it, and I thought the figure looked like it was going to be pretty good. And I'm happy to tell you that it is pretty good. There's definitely some stuff to really like about this figure. There are a few things, however, which are things you should probably know before you buy it if you haven't yet. We're going to talk about all of it, so let's go ahead and get it off to the stand and take a closer look. This figure stands roughly 6¼ inches, just shy of it, which makes it pretty close to just over 15.5 centimeters, so pretty much your standard size for most of these parts. We do have some new parts though, which I think is really nice. I do always find it interesting when they choose to do new parts. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it's things that don't matter that much. This one, you could make an argument either way. She does have unique gloves and boots. I don't think we've seen those anywhere else unless it came on that one, like 5-pack or some kind of pack. There's a pack that came out recently of the Canada people. I haven't gotten that yet, so maybe they used them in there, I don't know, but either way, it's good for this figure and that's fine. Most of the body is reused stuff. Yes, it's a very slim build. I think it suits the character though, so that's not a problem for this figure, and she still has kind of a little bit of junk in the trunk for those of you who are probably questionable in social settings. So aesthetically speaking, it's fairly basic. We do have a lot of molded yellow. We have some painted parts. It looks to me like the black is the painted part everywhere. I don't think there's any yellow painted on here. So that's pretty good, except for the fact that it's still fuzzy as heck. It is heckin' fuzzy. Look at that arm. It's not out of focus. It is that fuzzy of a paint job. It looks like the camera's out of focus. It is not. The X on her chesticle over here is very clean. That's nicely done. This part of the X is very nice, but this part's pretty fuzzy. Now yours may vary. You know, I get a lot of people, well, mine doesn't look that bad. Good, that's awesome for you. I have to review mine. I can't review yours, so I have to comment as I get them. This part right here is pretty fuzzy. This arm's only about half fuzzy. Point being, you might get one that's super fuzzy, like on this arm. You might get one that looks perfectly clean. It's pretty bad back here too. So I have to point out what I have on my figure. I can't check all 10,000 of this particular figure, guys. That's not practical. So that's okay. I mean, I would definitely prefer it not be fuzzy, but at least it's nice and opaque. There's no spots of yellow poking through other than her C-section scar right there, which is a little distracting. I don't know how I got that there, but that's there, so that kind of sucks. But here's the thing I love about this figure. The face and head, I think, is really nice. I think they did a really good job of it not looking like every other figure they've released. Yeah, the eyes are maybe Birdie Mackin' just a little bit, but it's still pretty darn good. That face does not look like other faces they've released. I love it. I really, really like it. I don't like the fact that the hair is not articulated, even though these are separate pieces. That could have easily just been something you could rotate to slightly adjust your pose, and it would have given the figure a whole lot more versatility, and it wouldn't have cost them anything. That's one of the things that drives me nuts, and I don't know that people get it. Things don't have to cost more to be better. This is already a separate piece. It should just be shaped with like a little bit of a swell at the end so that when you peg it in, it stays in, but you can still move it around. But mine are both completely solid. So either mine are just happen to be stuck, or they're glued, or they're just all like that, so I can't say. But either way, the head does look really nice. The body looks okay. The new sculpted gloves look all right. This boot looks okay. This one, it's not warped. It seems to be on mine, at least, and it looks like the sculpt. It doesn't appear to be warped. Her ankle is totally broken. Like, you can see the line of her leg going this way, and then her foot's coming off this way, so it's not just like a wrinkled boot, it's a poorly sculpted wrinkled boot. And you can even see here how it kicks out at the bottom. This joint should be in line with the leg, but it's not even close. So that's definitely a little bit distracting. If yours looks different, let me know. Maybe mine is just a mismold. It doesn't look like it is the case, but it could be. You never know. So either way, aesthetically speaking, I'll give it a 7. I really love the face, but the body's fairly bland and the fuzzy paint doesn't make up for it. So yeah, love the face. I'd give that like a 9. But the rest is not. Alright, as far as accessories go, this figure does kind of shine here. So we have the head that came out in the package. Then we have this head with short hair and pink eyes and purple lips. Looks really good, except for the headband is painted terribly. Like really, really bad. But everything else is really, really nice. I don't know, I guess, is this the face she makes when she's making people see things? I think that's what she does. I don't know, but I love that head. That looks really good. And then we have the one where she's a ginger, and it looks really good too. I mean, the teeth could be painted a little bit better. My one eye is a little bit wonky, but overall, it's a really clean head sculpt, so that's cool. Then we have some alternate hands. We have the gripping hands that come out in the package, 2 open gloved hands, and then 2 of the werewolf-y type hands. I don't know if she's technically a werewolf, like that's not what it is, right? I don't know, like I said, I don't know much about the character, you can let me know. But we have those and they're sculpted well. Then we have her bow and arrow, which is a pretty useless accessory. I get that they kind of had to give it to her, but having it molded, having the string molded in, it kind of makes it kind of useless, so that's kind of a bummer. But still decent enough accessories. I will give her an 8. I love the alternate heads and hands, so that's pretty cool. Now, as far as the articulations go, we have... Wow. Oh, that was a tough one. Ball peg on a hinge, and lollipop syndrome is not that much of an issue because of the way they sculpted the heads, so that's fine. It is a nice height from the body, so that looks pretty good, but you do get decent enough range, full rotation. My joint's really stiff. I can't get the hinge to work either, but yours will probably work. So you have the hinge and ball peg like normal. Shoulders go up better than horizontal. That's good. Full rotation, of course. That's to be expected. Elbow is very stiff, but better than 90 degrees, and you get your rotation down there. Pretty much standard, not great, but it'll do. Wrist, swivel, and hinge, that's all standard. Diaphragm joint on this one. Not the absolute best we've seen, but it's one of them. It's a really nice diaphragm joint. Good example of how a diaphragm joint can be a really good joint. I don't know why they always lean towards leaning back. Get it? Lean towards leaning back rather than leaning forward. They don't lean forward very well, but they do lean back really well. I think they could get away with a little bit better range if they used a little bit of creativity in their engineering. For the hips, it's still very limited in the range. We've seen this before on this mold. Not great range. Going forward is pretty good though. I'll give them that. Going back is just a tiny bit. Thigh swivel is fine. Double jointed knee is fine. Doesn't appear to be a boot swivel. I thought it would be since it is apparently 2 separate pieces of plastic, but I think they're just glued together. I can't get mine to move. Ankle works really nicely, and then it goes not all that far forward, but definitely far enough, like better than almost all other Marvel Legends, so that's pretty good. And you get a really solid swivel hinge ankle rocker. So other than the hips and some stiff joints here and there, it's pretty good. I'll give it, still gonna be a 7 because the hips and the elbows. Single jointed elbows are limited, hips are very limited. Still a 7, not bad. I mean, it's not bad by any means, it's just not anything special. So, and then if these were articulated, that would stand out too. So 7 for the articulation. Overall figure review time, yay, I'll give it, I really like the head. The rest is average. Accessories are really good. The accessories and the head sculpt make it up for a lot, so I'm gonna give it an 8. I think it deserves an 8. You guys can let me know what you think. How popular is this character? I have no idea. Not that big into the New Mutants at all, especially the new movie. What do you guys think about the movie trailer? Do you guys think that looks good? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, anyway, I gave it an 8. I like it. I think you will too. Lots of accessories, good head sculpt. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you haven't subscribed, you probably should. I have new videos up just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel just waiting for you to watch them. So make sure you come back for all of that, and in the meantime, keep collecting.